The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. That'll be taken in. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their quarterback, the former Baylor Bear. It's RG3.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
This is the first carry for Rob Kelly. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Griffin. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Opening drive, 3rd down. They go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The numbers for Kelly a week ago. 21 carries, 74 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Now Griffin on second down. And an alley to run. Now look out. Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Play clock winding down. Here's Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still first down.
They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
2nd down, Prescott. And he whips that one incomplete there. Des Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the front. Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's Griffin. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll go again with Kelly. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Kelly tries the right side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. They go play action. Griffin. And incomplete here on third down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Now the fourth-year man from Oklahoma, Tress Way, on to punt, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 7-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And the wideout in motion. First down, Prescott. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On second down, Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And some space here. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, stands reason they give Zeke the ball there, but, I mean, let's face it. last year, led the league in first downs picked up.
Yeah, 91 of them, 19 more than second place David Johnson.
Yeah, you can see the confidence that the team has in him touching the football. Offensive line wants to block even harder because of him.
Prescott on first down. Airing it out for Hearns. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hearns, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, here's Griffin. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Encroachment, defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
On third down, Griffin. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
No gain on the play there, second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Prescott now on second down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Paul. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
False start. Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Defense showing blitz. To throw on 3rd down. Griffin. Now look out. Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A first down carry by Elliott. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a fairly solid idea about which...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Bailey now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's Griffin. Crowder's got it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On first down, Griffin. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On second down, Griffin. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your right.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold.
Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on second down. Griffin caught on the right side. Reed. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On first and 10, it's Griffin. Brought in over the middle by Grant. Touchdown, Washington. Ryan Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. That'll be taken in the end zone. Decked Prescott on the offense heading back onto the field. He does have the one interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks, and he's giving it to them.
They'll take the 3-1.
Every single time.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw on second down. Griffin. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And Reed with it over the middle. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Cowboys are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Redskins didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Now following the fumble, Prescott's going to complete the pass, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown as they take a 7-0 lead. Cowboys on offense, first quarter winding down. Prescott going to connect here with big number 88, Des Bryant, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to their own 33-yard line. Later on the drive, the long ball will find its mark here, and it leads to a touchdown. For 6. Redskins down by a touchdown. Cowboys have the football midway through the second. The long ball will find its mark here, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. 2nd and 2 coming up. Elliott's able to get away with a stiff arm. He'll take it in for the touchdown. Offense out now following the interception. Under pressure here, and the pass is picked off. Redskins defense forces the turnover. Now following the pick, Griffin's on target here, and 38 yards later, he's going in for the score. Redskins trail by 21. Now 1st and 10. Prescott's going to complete the pass, and he'll end up at their own 40-yard line before being tackled. That'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get you back out to Dallas as we hand things over to Brandon Guy.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, no credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from it, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Just what you want on a first down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to work.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt is minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He
true.
scores
Filet,
3 times.
filet,
There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. There's a nice move. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Well, the drive starts with Rob Kelly. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Running right with Kelly. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. A give. This is Kelly. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Redskins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Griffin. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll hand it off to Kelly. And he's got room. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Ready. 319.
They go play action here on first down. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing now, Griffin on first down. And it's a fumble. And the Cowboys have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. To throw is RG3. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On the run, it's Kelly. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, and hit them over the top.
Play action. Now Griffin. Now look out. Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the carry there, and that will be the final play of quarter number 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's 3rd and short.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
To throw is Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
But
one of our
she's
guys.
singing, too.
Oh, she's
on like the fifth tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
The play clock's running down. Extra point try by Bailey.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Aaron Donald in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Ryan Grant, 78 yards. And the Redskins are able to get a score back.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Look at the spin. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They go to Elliott again. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
The ones out of defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Rush to throw, and he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Crowder. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now Griffin on 1st down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jalen Smith in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
The Redskins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Griffin. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Gets past one man.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Throwing on 1st down. Rush. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them. And they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. 53 is the light.
Again, it's Elliott. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. And they'll get him down here at the 23. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
All right, here we go. All right, now look at 56. Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Rush. Complete to Jason Witten. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Now let's go.
On 1st down, Rush. And on the left side, he's got Witten. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off the bootleg, Rush. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior.